I think I'm gonna take my glasses off unless I feel like I need to put them back on, but they're very dirty, so that's why I just took them off. I have a weird thing where I take my glasses on and off all the time. Anybody who, excuse me, I'll be in a conversation and I'll take them off, especially because like I feel like I I'm not crazy a crazy eye contact person, but if I'm having a conversation with someone, sometimes I like to know that they know that I'm paying attention and they can see actively listening. And sometimes I feel like my glasses I can kind of like nod off and kind of zone out or something. It looks like one side of my face is like tired and droopy and the other isn't, but I think that might just be because of the light. Um anyway, I haven't posted a video. I have a video that I made a little while ago that I didn't actually finish posting. Um it's on it's somewhere that I don't think I'm going to post it. Maybe I will later and I'll just, you know, have it. But I haven't done this in so long. Oh, I'm going to set my timer cuz I like the 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to set the timer and I'm going to light my candle. I have a couple of things. I don't really want to use these matches. Oh. These matches I am saving for a friend actually, and I think I've used a couple of them. I don't think she will mind. Hopefully it's just the gesture, but I don't want to use all of them. We were talking about the Power of the Death tarot card, and how the death card is very misunderstood. And so I found those for in a store nearby, and so I got them for her. And I got one for myself, but I think I have used it mostly. So I want to keep it for her. Anyway, let me just grab... Should I pause? It's kind of not the point, huh? I'm gonna grab this big old lighter and light. Light that candle. I love it. I just love it so much. It's been on my mind that I've had that I going and I kind of have dropped it a lot, because I was talking here a lot about wanting to kind of stay and keep it going, and then I sort of dropped the ball, which is not the end of the world. I can still keep doing it. I think there's like a lot of different things that have kind of fallen off. I haven't been journaling as much. I have been needle pointing, which I knew I was going to mention because I have all my needle stuff. Needle points. Well, this is empty actually because I took it. I took the project that I'm working on, but this is all just like yarn and thread or whatever. So yeah, needle pointing has been great for me. I really just like, it's basically, I've been calling it by number with thread, which I like because I think I put so much pressure on myself to have like something original to say, something original to create. I just put a lot of pressure on myself to do something new or, you know, push. There's a lot to be said for, you know, allowing yourself to just enjoy something. I think that's similar with what I was starting to talk about here, that I've been thinking about a lot, about wanting to talk about more mundane things like products and books and movies and things, and kind of just wanting to settle into, I don't need to be revolutionary all the time because I'm not also. And I think that like that's where this imposition to be something that you're not sort of paralyzes you, or like this imposition to have something greater can really paralyze you. And there's a difference between being driven and ambitious and moving forward and putting undue pressure that stops you from taking steps in front of you. So um yeah, I'm very aware that I tend to make things a lot harder than they need to be. Um, so needle pointing has been nice because it's, someone else. I mean, I would like to do my own designs, but it's someone else's design that you then kind of make yourself, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's very relaxing and meditative. And so um, I think that's a good step in me kind of opening up new spaces. So I'm going to set the intention here because I talked about that before in this space, that some things that I'm going to start writing about or talking about in this vlog style is travel. I've done a lot of traveling and I really enjoy traveling. So kind of like different things, feelings about travel, um, a combination of just like, I'll probably do some product reviews. I'll probably also do some kind of like itinerary destination things. Um, and also um, theater reviews. So I love theater. I've been getting more and more into going to live theater recently. And so yeah, so talking about theater is something I want to do. Um, product, like clothes maybe, or like I love kitchen stuff, and I have like especially gadgets and appliances. There's just a lot to be said about that. Um oh, beauty. I worked in beauty for so long. I started kind of talking about beauty stuff. So yeah, so that's just a starting point. I think I also kind of want to talk about what I've been doing with gardening. And a while ago I was sort of talking about baking and stuff like that and cooking. I cook a lot. I love to cook, and it's just something that I would love to share more. Um, I also think not even just sharing with others, but having an archive to be able to come back to is really cool, to be able to kind of like see where you were at that time, who you were at that time. Um, so those are a few of kind of what I want to share. Um, it's always tricky about like how personal to be and how personal to share, because I think there's a lot that also I've learned since getting engaged and doing kind of like wedding and life planning and all those things, and we're prepping to buy a house, which I don't really plan to talk about that, but I think there is at some point that could be really valuable. So um I also think like budgeting is really boring, but I like have a lot of passion for it. I guess really the main thing should just be things you're passionate about, sharing them. Um so someone is texting me a lot. I probably won't share music stuff too much. Those texts. Oh, there you go. Yeah. The the music stuff I probably won't talk about. Oh my god. Sorry. I need a better setup to do this. This is why I need like a camera. Yeah, maybe one day I'll get a camera for this. And just for life in general, I think that'd be good to have. But yeah. So, another big one is like interiors, home development, home renovation stuff, and I small, like I like configuring small spaces. We're still in a rental, so there's like a lot of decision making I think that happens in a rental that's than when you own, and that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be still like developing and cultivating your space. So yeah, I kind of want to share more about that process and kind of like what I'm doing and what that looks like. I find it interesting. I think other people would find it interesting. And that's kind of what I want to do. That's very annoying that my phone is kind of going off. It's just, yeah, I know it's about to I think it's about to ding again, but maybe that's a good motivator to get like a camera so that I have space to like make videos and not have interruptions. And I think that's kind of low stakes. Yeah, there's a bunch of projects that I think also for me, like having accountability by sharing it and then kind of knowing I need to finish it can be really helpful. So I have some like framing projects that I want to finish, and excuse me, different things like that. So I guess it's really like, does it feel like work? The reality is that I'm on my phone a lot anyway. And so it's either are you consuming or are you producing? And who are you, like, anyone who isn't supportive of what you're doing and what you're isn't a friend anyway. So you really should just like do what you want to do. So I don't know who's. I actually think I can. Almost like this is a therapy. Like I can think of friends who I would be like, yeah, that's a good friend of mine. And I just hear so much judgment when I imagine their reaction to things, full of judgment. And that really is their walk and their journey. And like you can have compassion for someone having a lot of judgment or feeling a lot of hate within themselves and not internalize it as a detractor for your own journey and what's going to fill you up and what you're going to be excited about to keep going. Because my premise hypothesis is that our virtual selves are entwined with our um, IRL day-to-day lives, and we should all be using our virtual presence or not using it to the best supplement of our day-to-day lives and for our physical earthly lives. And so if that means posting, and if that means sharing more, because that will continue fueling you to do your best and pursue growth in the best way for you, then you should use that as a tool. Or if you are someone who says it's better for me to be off or an observer, and that's the best thing to motivate me to be as a person and be successful, then that's what you should do. I know that like that also I think me some grace and space to be like, well, it's a little bit chaotic and inconsistent because sometimes I feel like I need it to fuel me and to organize me, and sometimes I feel like I don't. And yeah, so that's also allowed, I feel like. Anyway, so I think soon more mundane topics will come forward here.